we're visiting the Love Shack, which is a little bungalow that belongs to a friend of mine, Angie. And I've just become aware of a new trend. We've all heard of the man cave, but now there's a new place for women to go called the She Shack. And as you can see, it says "Caution, Angie's," and it's filled with things that Angie likes to do and have on board. When I showed up the other day to ask her if I could visit the Love Shack, she was painting her fingernails. This is the new trend, the She Shack, and as you can see, it's very much a great little getaway for women. We're here at the Hot Springs Farmers and Artisan Market, and I'm getting ready to do my shopping. I'm also standing next to some flowers maintained by the Master Gardeners here in Hot Springs, so it makes a nice entrance before you go get your food. We're here with Joey Rusum, who makes the most fabulous vinegar. I've got pretty much every kind she makes. It's an herb-infused vinegar. This one's a rosemary white wine vinegar. I'm looking, oh my gosh, basil, oregano, garlic. Do you want to?
Bestseller.
Is that your bestseller? That's one of my favorites. This is a red wine vinegar, and it takes a while to make this, doesn't it?
Well, it does, because first of all, I have to make the vinegar, and that takes several weeks. And then when I infuse the herbs in the vinegar, that takes at least 2 weeks. It has to marinate to get the full flavor.
Right. So she marinates this after making the vinegar for 2 weeks. And that's one reason it's so amazing. It's not like other vinegars. I almost can't make a salad without it anymore.
Okay, this is the mother of vinegar, and a mother is what causes the wine to turn to vinegar. It's a culture. And so it's a naturally produced vinegar, and there's a lot of good lactobacillus, good things in this mother. Some people will eat the mothers. They're kind of slimy. I just prefer to use them to make vinegar with.
Right. Well, that's the secret ingredient right there is the mother.
Hi, my name is Rosalind Porter, and I'm from New Orleans, Louisiana. That's right, baby. We have 7 mouth-watering flavors. Just like the sign says, it's like having a Mardi Gras in your mouth. And trust you me, the party does stop here.
We're entering the garden of Dale and Marcia, and you will be amazed at the variety of fabulous sculptures and yard art that they have. And this is just an absolutely wonderful piece. It's got so many different elements in it. There's piano keys and parts of other instruments, and it's called the Music Man. Dale and Marcia brought in this dogwood, which is now grown around a boulder, crowning it in such an interesting way. It's amazing what nature will do for you if you plant it. Yeah, if you let it. If you let it. And here we see this great little concrete duck peeking out from behind some river rocks, shielded by a giant bunny, which is literally the size of a boulder. Here we have another sculpture hiding behind a Japanese maple, and he's carved out of granite. He's not going anywhere. He's nice. Here's some more good examples of old concrete in a garden. Here we have a lion and a tree trunk, which is actually French faubois, and it's actually a very special collectible kind of concrete. Here we have a great garden sculpture of dancing women, which is also sitting on top of a faubois bird bath. And for those of you who don't know, faubois is really quite rare and fabulous, and mostly French, although some has been manufactured in America. The really old stuff is French. And this is just another fine example of what we're talking about. And as you can see, these dancing women really add an element of fun and whimsy to any garden. Here's another really nice example of faubois. You can see why it's so popular, because it's just so natural and appealing. And Cecil.
That's Cecil and Cecil. That's Cecil the Seasick Serpent.
I remember Cecil the Seasick Serpent.
That was from Beanie and Cecil.
Is it an actual
Yeah, it was off the
prop?
restaurant.
It came off of a restaurant. He's so great. So he was a sea serpent.
Cecil the Seasick Serpent.
Cecil the Seasick Serpent
On Beanie and Cecil.
on Beanie and Cecil.
Say that 5 times fast.
Yeah, right.
I bet there aren't a lot of those left.
No, there's not too many.
He's so great. He's just lurking over here in the trees.
Same.
And all the dust will drift away, and all the nights and all the days, and all the habits go their way, and only change is here to stay. And all the skies that look the same, and all the clouds that faded then all of this begins again.
I'm going to take you to one of my favorite paths. It's a well-worn path because I've been down it so many times with kids and everyone I know. This is the most fabulous place in the national parks, in my opinion. It's just wonderful, and there's a swimming hole. And I know for a fact because my son worked with a study where they had a net and they waited and they gathered things up, and when they sorted through, they found it a living stream. And what that means is the water is very clean, things can live in it, and you can swim in it and really enjoy this park. So I'm going to take you down the path to Gulf Gorge. I'm getting ready to build a chicken coop for my rooster Odin and his new girlfriend, the little red hen. One of the things I'm going to use is an upcycled, repurposed old window. The middle pane was missing, and what I've done is I have wired 2 old grill grates on either side, and then I attached a medallion that came off an old building. So I'm going to have not only a functional chicken coop, but a recycled, repurposed, stylish chicken coop. One of the nice things about shopping local is you can go in their greenhouse and get your plants ahead of time. They will hold them for you and keep them watered and ready for use. We're now standing in a sea of flowers in the greenhouse at Schultz's. It's full of hydrangeas for the spring. This is a wonderful plant that turns into a bush. It will grow year round. It blooms in the spring. And as you can see, they're absolutely magnificent. They come in a variety of colors. There's purples, blues, pinks. Some are even a shade of green that I really think is subtle and wonderful. They change with time. If you pick them, they will dry beautifully. And the wonderful thing about shopping local is if I want to buy these plants and have them hold them for me until, say, a wedding or an event, I know I've got exactly what I need here at Schultz's.